All right, here's the book, The Rebirth of America. Here are my notes so far. We're going to get into the cast, who's behind writing this, the setting from when this was written, and start building the thesis of how I believe that this is Christian nationalist propaganda from 1986 and that it has influenced what we are seeing in politics today. Now, it is my thesis. We will go along together because I have not read the whole book. Maybe I'm wrong, but let's just start with who wrote it. So while you look over the titles of just some of the chapters that are in this book that we'll be going over, I'm going to go over what Christianity today, back in 2021, defined as Christian nationalism. So I'll also throw it up here. I went through Christianity today because I felt like they would be the most liberal with that definition. So here it is. An American nation that's defined by Christianity, an assertion that America is and must remain a Christian nation, and that's defined by its Anglo-Protestant past, and that we will lose our identity and our freedom if we do not preserve our culture. The term Christian nationalism is relatively new, and its advocates generally do not use it of themselves, but it accurately describes American nationalists who believe American identity is inextricable from Christianity. And yeah, guys, I get tongue-tied, so I will probably mispronounce some words. Sorry about it. But there, that defines for us a bit what Christian nationalism is. And as far as how it pertains to what we are dealing with today, in order to get us a better idea, I wanted to look at what was going on in 1986. And no, I do not have good handwriting, and no, I cannot spell, so I grew up in the Arizona education system. But the big things that I noticed were Space Shuttle, Challenger disaster, Chernobyl, Iran-Contra, and apartheid. This comes to Iran-Contra. The most I ever learned about it was not in school, but listening to this song, so I suggest listening to it. And I do think that's kind of interesting that there are two major events happening, one in Russia and one in South Africa. But I'm sure that's nothing. Back in 1986, I'm sure that didn't influence these people at all. Now, some interesting just social things that I noticed. Haley's Comet was coming through. Hands Across America, which totally made me think of us. Run DMC was the first rap group to hit the top 10. Gay rights were first given in New York. And while Whoopi Goldberg, EGOT winner, was winning her Golden Globe, I'm sorry, the movie Out of Africa was winning Best Picture, and I've never seen it, and I looked it up in IMDb, and what is this description? Okay, so cultural setting done. So, we have a lot of stuff going on. So let's look into the people that were involved in it with the acknowledgments. So first we have the publisher, Arthur S. D. Moss, and that's the foundation. I couldn't find a ton of information from him. I did find a